Mimi nataka nimwambie rais, wacha kuniletea maneno my friend. Wewe kuma candidate yako bwana kitendawili. Unaniongelea nini? Sijui kama tunaelewana. Mr. President, please stop talking about me. Talk about your candidate. Tunaelewana? Mtu waambie wewe rais, utuambie huyu mtu wa kitendawili atawacha kungoa reli lini? Atawacha kujiapisha lini? Atawacha kuvuruga Kenya lini? Atawacha mambo ya violence lini? Na utuambie agenda ya huyo jamaa. Wachana na William Ruto. I supported you when you needed a man to support you. If you do not want to support me, leave me alone.
Kenya politicians are liars. They will tell this today and tomorrow. They will completely deny saying that. American humorist Evan Esar once said, "With politicians it appears that the lie is as much part of speech as the noun and the verb." Indeed, a cursory glance at national discourse across the breadths and widths of media platform gives the impression that Kenya is in a political era where the edict is, if at first you are not believed, lie, lie and lie some more. This is true across the political divide from the rank to the file. It is as if it is a politician's rule of thumb, never to consider whether any proposition was true or false, but rather whether it was convenient.
Kweli ama si kweli? Yes. Yeah. And please, tuko pamoja bwana? Tunaelewana? Yes. With a lot of respect. Sijui kama tunaelewana. With a lot of respect, my friend, Mr. President. Please, be a decent human being. Kuwa muungwana. Kuwa na shukurani. Sisi ndio tulikusaidia. Wacha kujifanya saizi eti sijui unajifanya nini. Please, ama niaje my friend. Sasa eti wewe sasa unaanza kunithreaten mimi. Ati utanifanya nini? Bora usiue watoto wangu. Lakini mimi na wewe tafadhali tuheshimiane. Sijui kama tunaelewana bana. Tuko pamoja? Tuko pamoja? Mimi nawaomba wa Kenya wote. All Kenyans should not accept to be provoked. Na waomba jameni, musikubali hawa watu watusukume ati tufike
How should a citizen react when it has been shown that a politician lies repeatedly? Should you just shrug it off? How should one react? Thank you for turning in. We are about getting deeper. Please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and turn on notifications. Leave a comment. What do you think about Kenyan politicians? Thank for your support.
If there was a much more dangerous constitutional change, it is the BBI. Because it was going to roll back all the gains we had. We fought for almost 30 years against an imperial presidency. The BBI was going to install the imperial presidency in a very unprecedented way. How will you account that the BBI was suggesting that we have a president who controls the legislature through appointment of members of parliament into the executive and controls the judiciary using the ombudsman? We would have an imperial presidency. Let us not lie to ourselves. Let us not lie to the people. BBI was dangerous for Kenya, and we thank God it failed.
While it may be true that everybody lies, at least at one time or another, lies told by Kenyan politicians and others in power are particularly pernicious, since trust is lost not only in the politician, but also the office he or she holds when the lie is discovered. Besides, every lie chips away at the liar's trust in themselves. Over time, consistent lying leads to an identity crisis, confusion between the real self and the deceptive self one portrays to others. No wonder our politicians are conflicted.
Oi mwemenyerere. Yona ona mugoga kuria ndathire neguo ndiravanga. Neguo. Thina watigwo nao. Thina watigwo nao. Neguo. Mukiragwo ati na riria twamucayagira mukerwo mutumene. Neguo. Mukerwo regai ithuĩ nĩ mahacera nĩ tũramũrehera kĩ ũyũrie kĩu gĩa kũheo mũndũ aingĩra nyũmba ĩyo karitho mũrĩ mũcaragia ona inyuĩ mwĩmenyerere mũtigatũrehere mĩitũ mwĩmenyerere mwĩmenyerere maya Ngai mwĩmenyerere tondu mutigwenda nĩ ndikenda kũigua mũkĩrĩra mwĩkĩoro atĩ nĩ gwathũkire mwĩmenyerere.
The political lie is most useful if it is terrifying and can therefore be used to enlist support. It was not out of jest that Kenya Kwanza apparatchiks described Gen Z demonstrators as criminals and their activities as treasonous. In doing so, they intended to pull the rug of the favor of public opinion from under the feet of the protesters. The Kenyan political liar is an artist par excellence. As an artist, the political liar often starts with a new vision and then explores the best way to get this across. With the political lie being an essential tool, in the run-up to the August 2022 election, political artist William Ruto and his Kenya Kwanza Hustler Orchestra International mesmerized Kenyans with their tall tale of the bottom-up strategy. They spun the yarn of Mama Mboga, M2 wa Piki Piki, and crowned it with the wheelbarrow and the kazi, ni kazi, one-liner. Indeed, a lie can speak louder than words. The vilest writer has his readers, and so does the Kenyan politician liar have his cheerleaders. It often happens that if a lie be believed only for an hour, it has done its work, and there is no further occasion for it.
Wenzangu wa Bungoma, musicheze na moto. Si mumecheza na moto na mumeumia. Si mumecheza na moto na mumeumia. Munataka kurudi kwa moto ama munataka kuokoka? Munataka kuokoka? Njia ya kuokoka ni Baba. Nawaambia. Njia ya kuokoka ni nini? Njia ya kuokoka ni nini? Afadhali mzee ambaye ni mtulivu, ambaye hana haja ya kujaza mifuko yake, ambaye atachunga masilahi ya watu yake, badala ya mdomo tamtamu, 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 tamtamu. Lakini akiingia ni wale wa kufanya moja yako, nusu ya mwananchi, mbili yako na tano yangu. Na mnawajua nyinyi, mnawajua. Kwa sababu kama sio hiyo shida, kama sio hiyo shida, hii factory leo ingekuwa mara 20 ya ile iko leo. Mtu ambaye hana, si mumeona vile mimi nimekimbizwa na mtu ambaye hana haja na kazi. Nimekimbizwa mpaka nimetoa jasho, mpaka baba amekuja kuniokoa upande mwingine. Si mnaelewa vile nasema? Sasa hata nyinyi jameni, kwa heshima, na nauliza kwa heshima, kama mmekubali mtamuunga baba, mumpatieni pia jeshi yake ya kufanya jeshi yake ya kufanya ama ni namna gani? Si ni namna hiyo? Na bado mimi ni rais leo. Kwani alikuwa mzee ama ni nini? Kulikuwa vijana wangefanya kazi hiyo, walikuwa wapi? Ama ni namna gani? Si ni hivyo? Uzee sio uzee sio nini? Haja ni mtu ambaye akona roho ya wananchi. Haja ni mtu mtulivu. Haja ni mtu ambaye hana haja kukimbiza mapesa. Haja ni mtu ambaye hana kukimbiza bibi za wengine na mambo mengine, si ndio hiyo? Na mtu mtulivu ambaye focus yake itakuwa kazi yake. Mtaunga mzee wetu mkono jameni? Nzoia mtamuunga mkono? Nzoia mtamuunga mkono? Mtamuunga mkono? Hebu nione kwa mikono ni wangapi wanasema wataunga mzee mkono. Si ni hivyo? Na mtampatia wazee wa kumfanyia kazi? Mtampatia wazee wa kumfanyia kazi? Wakina Wangamati hapa. Ama ni namna gani? Si ni namna hiyo? Wa munyinyi general yangu polisi namuita polisi wangu.
Falsehood flies and truth comes limping after it, so that when Wanjiku comes to be undeceived, it is too late. The jest is over, and the tale has had its effect. Interestingly, though, studies that examine the propensity to lie among politicians find that those politicians who are most willing to lie tend to be more successful in getting re-elected. Thus, lying may be important for survival in the world of politics. People don't lie without a reason. It is easier to tell the truth than to lie, so people only lie when they are incentivized to do so. It may be that politicians, at least most of them, are honest by nature, but simply find themselves in a field in which you and I incentivize them to lie. Representing broad constituencies, it is challenging to be completely honest without upsetting some voters.
Mimi nataka nimwambie rais, wacha kuniletea maneno my friend. Wewe kama candidate yako bwana kitendawili. Unaniongelea nini? Sijui kama tunaelewana. Mr. President, please stop talking about me. Talk about your candidate. Tunaelewana? Mtu waambie wewe rais, utuambie huyu mtu wa kitendawili atawacha kungoa reli lini? Atawacha kujiapisha lini? Atawacha kuvuruga Kenya lini? Atawacha mambo ya violence lini? Na utuambie agenda ya huyo jamaa. Wachana na William Ruto. I supported you when you needed a man to support you. If you do not want to support me, leave me alone. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Yes. Yeah. And please, tuko pamoja bwana? Tunaelewana? Yes. With a lot of respect. Sijui kama tunaelewana. With a lot of respect, my friend, Mr. President. Please, be a decent human being. Kuwa muungwana. Kuwa na shukurani. Sisi ndio tulikusaidia. Waja kujifanya saizi eti sijui unajifanya nini. Please. Amani aje, my friend. Sasa eti wewe sasa unaanza kunithreaten mimi. Ati utanifanya nini? Bora usiue watoto wangu, lakini mimi na wewe tafadhali tuheshimiane. Sijui kama tunaelewana bana. Tuko pamoja? Tuko pamoja? Mimi nawaomba Wakenya wote. All Kenyans should not accept to be provoked. Nawaomba jameni, musikubali hawa watu watusukume ati tufike
Additionally, politicians work to hype their accomplishments and downplay or undermine the successes of their adversaries. It may be hard to do that without fudging the truth a bit. There are prerequisites for why people lie. 1. Is it beneficial? 2. Are the risks acceptable? And 3. Can they morally justify their dishonesty?
Namna gani? Asante.
Mr. President, perhaps what brings you here this evening and what has happened here exactly?
Well, I got a report from my son that he had come to home, and as he was leaving, the watchman at the gate told him that there were people claiming, because that's all we can state for now, to be DCI officers in a vehicle with Sudanese registration, and claiming that they want to speak and to see him. And I told them immediately, from my knowledge, when the police want to do something, they don't come in for foreign number plates. Number two, they have a warrant. Number three, they state their case and they show and produce the warrant that is supposed to allow them to do whatever it is that they want to do. And I told them, don't open the gate. And unfortunately, I was in the office doing other work, so I just told them, just keep the gate closed. And I am now here, and I understand now they have left. Because I wanted to ask them, what are you doing in my son's home?
Do you believe this has anything to do with the ongoing protests and, of course, having the opposition?
Unfortunately, I have no other explanation to give, because all of these things are flowing in a row. I have a whole minister of government staying there that is going to do I don't know what in front of my mother's house. I have people who have been guarding my mother for the last almost 50 years, withdrawn at night. I have now a situation where my son's home is being raided for things that I don't understand. So I ask myself, what does this government want? Because if it wants me, the fact that I've been silent doesn't mean I'm scared. Come for me. What does my mother have to do with anything? What does my children have to do with anything? Kama shida yenu ni mimi, I'm here. Right? Yeah? They know where I am 24/7. Right? Why all this? Intimidate a 90-year-old woman. Intimidate children. Right? If it is me you want, come and tell us what you want. Yeah.
Mr. President, they have been claiming that you are behind the Azimio la Umoja protest and you're funding the protest. Perhaps, how do you reply to this statement?
You tell me, right? And I have said it severally. And that's why I keep saying, maybe silence sometimes is not right. Yeah? But I have ignored it because I have asked myself, how? How? Yeah? What does the issues that Kenyans are talking about have nothing to do with me? All right? Have you seen me in any of those events? Have you seen me talk about any of those events? Yeah? Now if you say that because of my association with Raila, am I not supposed to talk to my friends? Is that a crime in Kenya today? Yeah? Is that a crime? Maybe you should tell me. If it's a crime, maybe you should say, oh, it is a crime to associate with this individual, with this. I thought the only crime was to associate with terrorists. So are you telling me that they are terrorists? Then, because then that would be the only argument you would have. Or bank robbers or something. Right? Yeah. Yeah. But I thought we lived in a democracy in Kenya. I believed. Yes? And that's why I handed over, whatever. I may not have supported this government. Yes? But I accepted the will of the people, didn't I? You all saw me in broad daylight. Was I forced onto that field? Right? See, I did what I was supposed to do. So what else do you want?
Probably, are there any steps you're going to take after this from this
this incident, I leave to the lawyers. Because they should tell me what they want with my children. Yeah? Do they want? They've removed their security. Now I hear they want to remove their personal weapons. So what? Are they wanting to do that because they are planning something? And if they are planning something, yeah, my only plea, don't plan against my mother, don't plan against my children, plan for me. If it is me you want, leave them alone. What do they have to do with anything? Yeah? How many people are licensed to hold weapons in this country? Yeah? Did they not follow the right procedure? Tell us, tell the world. If it's a question of illegal weapons, then tell the world, yeah, these people have illegal weapons. Right? But if they are licensed weapons, how many people in Kenya have licensed weapons? Even foreigners. All right? See, they followed the procedure. Right? See, you withdrew their security, so they're not supposed to defend themselves. What do you want now? What more do you want? Sema ingine?
Mr. President, perhaps now that this is happening, and does this in any way waver your support for Raila Odinga?
Why should it? That is my democratic right. It is my democratic right, yes, enshrined in our constitution that Kenyans voted for, right? That Kenyans voted for. Mzee Moi died as a member of KANU, and KANU ceased to rule this country in 2022. He died claiming I am a KANU life member. Was there a problem with that? Was there? Maybe you should tell me. Maybe there was a problem with that. Yeah? He died a KANU life member. To his grave, he declared himself a KANU life member, correct? Was there a problem? So what's the problem? Maybe you should tell me, maybe there's something that I don't understand.
Mr. President, the argument here has been that...
I'm not Mr. President, I am the fourth president.
Apologies, the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta. The argument here has been that if you continue politicking, then you may
Where am I
lose...
Have you seen me in any rally?
Declaring maybe...
Have you seen me in any rally?
Not really. But
have you seen me in any demonstration?
Not really.
Have you seen me anywhere except where? And all my functions are public. This government knows all the activities I have been doing, be it in Ethiopia, be it in DRC. I don't do it undercover. They know. Yeah. So which are these other activities? Maybe they should tell us. They're the ones who know. They have the whole system. Yeah. Instead of going onto cars to claim. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm here. Do you have to go and look for my mother? Do you have to go and look for my children? Right? Come for me. I'm here. Yeah? I'm here. In full view of you. Yes. So if you have those claims, sema. Shida iko wapi? Sema. Yeah. Another question? Yes, please.
There are also allegations that you financing the opposition to frustrate the government.
To frustrate them from doing what? To frustrate them from doing what? You know, when you're a government, you're elected to rule. You're elected not to rule, actually, to govern. And to govern in accordance with the wishes of the people. Yeah? I am a retired person. Yes? Why don't they deal with the issues and the concerns that Kenyans are raising? That's what they should be dealing with. Not looking for scapegoats. Yeah? Go deal with the issues that Kenyans are raising. Right? When I was in power, I was dealing with the issues that Kenyans were raising. Yeah? These are not new things. Yes? Go deal with them.
Have you perhaps had a tete-a-tete with the current president of William Ruto?
No. I mean, you have a tete-a-tete with somebody who wants to have a tete-a-tete with you. He has not shown any indication that he wants to talk to me. And as a retired person, why should I go look for somebody who doesn't want to talk to me?
Do you feel like perhaps the safety of your family is being threatened?
Absolutely, and that's why I'm here. Yeah? And as you know, I have been quiet. But being quiet does not mean I will not defend my family. I will defend my family. Right? And I will defend it to the end. All right? I defended Kenya and I did my best for this country. Okay? You may not think, whoever has that opinion, that is an opinion. But according to me, I did the best I could do for my country. All right? And I handed over when my time was finished. And I will now do the best that I can do to defend my family.
Mr. Retired President, you called a Jubilee Delegates meeting in 22nd, I think, February or May. And the question here is, don't you think that is a form of maybe actively participating in politics, trying to iron out?
No. And I said it when I was even right there on the platform. My idea And my plan was always to surrender my party. But what I completely rejected was the coup that was planned by this government to take over my party forcefully. And I said, let the members decide. But I will not hand over to some puppet group of people, all right, because they have government support. No, that is not democracy. Right? That is not to say that I was not willing to hand over. I wanted to hand over. I was prepared to hand over. But what I found to be completely illegitimate and unacceptable in a democratic state is to be forced to hand over to a group of puppeteers. No. Right? And I stood up and I said, let the members of Jubilee choose who they want to lead them. And that is the person I shall hand over to.
And the politicians you're referring to, these were actually your allies formerly. Do you feel betrayed in any
form? I have no issue. They are free to do whatever they want. I can't comment about it. Whatever they want to do, that's their business. Right? My issue is the membership. It is the people. It is the agenda that Jubilee went to the election with. That is what needs to be defended. What individuals do, you go ask them themselves. Me, I carry no grudges against anybody.
And with the latest development in the party, what...
I don't, please. Why are you diverting to other things? Me, I'm telling you what I am here, what I'm talking to you about, is the fact that when I was president, I defended my country. As a retired man, I am protecting my family. And I will. All right? And I will not be intimidated. Lastly, so all of them can hear that.
Lastly, there has been a call for truce by...
that's got nothing to do with me. Yeah, so truce, this, truce, that's not my business. Yeah, but leave my family out of it. And like I say, and I say once again, to you who think you can intimidate an old woman so that you intimidate me, who think you can intimidate children and grandchildren so you can intimidate. If you want me, come, here I am. Sijaenda pahali. Msiende kusema huyu ametoroka, ameenda. Niko na watu yenu, wanajua every second wanajua niko wapi. Yeah, wachana na watoto, wachana na wazee. Mimi niko hapa kama mko na swali na mimi. Sawa? Yeah? Sasa hiyo watu sijui wameenda wapi. Waende, wakirudi, watarudi. Kama hawatarudi, wakae. Lakini kwangu, hii ni nyumba yangu. Yeah? Sio yangu, ni ya watoto yangu. Yeah? Na mimi nitalinda kama kila mwananchi mwingine atalinda mali yake. Yeah? Sio ndio haki ya kila Mkenya. Yeah? Na mimi siwaulizi wanipatie walinzi. Wakitaka kuwachukua wachukue wote. Lakini wanipatie heshima yangu ya kulinda pia mimi mali yangu kama Mkenya mwingine.
Lastly, before you actually exited office, you had a meeting in Sagana and you said to the people that they will suffer after you exit.
I'm not going to comment about it. You know what I said. So if you want to know about what I said, yeah? Me, I don't try and hide from what I said. Kwenda kufanya search button kwa Google ama whatever, utajua nilisemaje. Na hiyo ni public knowledge. Si ni namna hiyo. Kuna haja ya kurudia. Kwenda Google tu ufinye button. Utajua. Ama namna gani? Na nawashukuru. Na ombi langu kwenu nyinyi kama fourth estate. Lindeni uhuru wa Wakenya. Yeah? Lindeni demokrasia ya taifa letu. Sina ingine. Hiyo ni haki yenu. Si ndio? Yeah? Na Wakenya wanawatarajia mfanye hivi. Sawa? God bless you. Thank you for coming and I appreciate it. Asante.
William Ruto ikiwa aliweza kudharau Moi na matusi kubwa kwa viongozi wetu, mtasikia hivi karibuni. Tutadili na yeye kutoka chini mpaka juu. Hatuwezi, tumechoka na ukora.
Anasema Mariga akiwa pale, mimi nitamsaidia yeye. Kwa nini usaidie wewe mwenyewe ufanye wakati ule wewe ndio kama rais wa Jamhuri wa Kenya? Porojo mingi. takataka.
Dishonest Kenyan politicians too often see the subsidy of lying, feel like they can get away with it, and see their lying as a necessary part of the job rather than a deep character defect. I don't pretend it will be easy to get politicians to start censoring their own behavior, something which they are notoriously reticent to do. Nonetheless, politicians, as they are wont to remind us, are the servants of the people.
It is the reason why I am working with the former Prime Minister. It is the reason why I have reached out to the former President. It is the reason why I will reach out to all other leaders so that we can fashion a country that all of us believe in, a country that we can all have a stake in. Continuously build bridges instead of erecting barriers. We must always find it to create more synergy as we move forward.
I don't pretend it will be easy to get politicians to start censoring their own behavior, something which they are notoriously reticent to do. Nonetheless, politicians, as they are wont to remind us, are the servants of the people. So, if the dishonesty and lying of politics bothers us as much as we say it does, then we should direct that displeasure at politicians themselves. If the complaints are loud enough, and if enough people join in, any politician who wishes to stay in power will have to shape up. We have come to an end of this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and turn on notifications. Leave a comment. What do you think about Kenyan politicians? Thank for your support. Let's meet in our next video. Good luck.